Hi, everybody. I'm here with my partner, Anant. We played in the Blue Ribbon Pairs and the Reisinger at the last Fall Nationals, and we could have done better.
I'll say.
So one of the big tenets of this leveling up program I'm doing is a commitment to evaluating what happened and going over the results. And so it's been a couple months, so these things aren't going to be super fresh in our memory, but we wanted to go through the first day of the Reisinger, which was the only day of the Reisinger that we played, and just go through and see what we did right, what we did wrong, what we can take away from that. So, Anand, thank you so much for doing this with me and sharing this with everyone out there.
My pleasure. Thanks for
Yeah,
thanks for having me for it.
let's jump right in. So,
All right.
board one was a push. We got to 6 diamonds. Um, you know, 10 opposite 14. Pretty good result. It's a pretty good slam, but
Oh
in the
yeah.
Risinger, it's just kind of routine to
Right.
get there, right? Um, so
I remember
I
the auction
imagine.
on this one. It was kind of interesting.
Okay.
So North opened two spades, which
Ah,
which is uh not uncommon at the expert level, I think, but
yeah.
um yeah, certainly not everybody would do it. If you're gonna open two spades on with a weak-ish 5-card suit, it's good to have this much shape.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would. First seat white.
I
So I
probably
imagine that I bid 4 diamonds over
Yeah,
that.
you bid 4 diamonds. No, I bid 4 diamonds. I was east, I think.
I thought I was east. I don't know. My score sheet says I was east. Could be wrong.
No, you're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, I
Yeah.
remember now. You bid 4 diamonds, and I believe it went pass. And I gave this some thought. I uh, I was thinking about how to find like a grand if you happen to
Sure.
be void in spades. Um, and I was also thinking we might not even make 6 if you were missing the king of diamonds and the ace of spades. Um, but we didn't really have any agreements about how to bid
No.
constructively here. Like
No.
if I cue bid 4 spades, am I going in diamonds or am I going in hearts?
Yeah. Just to
Uh,
back up for just a second, we
mhm.
play Leaping Michaels. And
Oh
so
yes,
jumping to 4 diamonds here showed diamonds and hearts. Jumping to 4 clubs would show clubs and hearts. At least 5-5. And a good hand because we're forcing to game opposite an unknown partner, right? They could have a Yarborough. So this
right.
is, I mean, I'm 6'5", so I can be aggressive, but this is pretty much a minimum um, for the Leaping Michaels here.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I could easily have the ace of spades in addition, and a grand slam is just gin.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Or
yeah,
avoiding
I've
spades.
yeah. So it certainly presents you a problem. How did you solve it?
I just bid 6 diamonds.
Yeah, I think that's
I
practical.
I kind of wanted to bid 4 no trump for key card. Uh, but of course I had the void and heart, so that might not get me to a grand
Right.
anyway,
Yeah,
depending on
probably that
the
would be a
answer I
six
get.
key card situation since we don't have a suit agreed, right?
Well, that's the other thing is I didn't know how you would take it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's so common that you have this agreement for something that never comes up, and you just have the page one agreement. Okay,
Hmm.
4 diamonds shows this, and then you're just guessing
Right.
what to do next. And that's what really differentiates a 10-year expert partnership from just we have 10 or 15 pages of notes
Hmm.
expert partnership, but we've never discussed this.
We
And
haven't.
honestly, it's not worth our time as a general rule. Like, we don't play together enough that we should have really specific agreements because we probably wouldn't remember them. It's actually more dangerous to have a really specific agreement here that one of us forgets.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So, yeah, I think 6 diamonds is a practical bid, and not super surprising that it's a push.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to board 2 here. You played 2 no trump.
Making 4 apparently.
Making 4 and you won the board.
Nice.
Yeah, well done. They let a spade, the 9 of spades. Interesting.
Let's see. Let's see. How did the auction? Did I open to no trump? 4, 6, 10. No, I only had
That seems hard
17.
to imagine.
So I opened 1 diamond, and maybe it went pass, and you bid 1 heart,
And you
I
bid 2 no.
rebid 2 no, and that ended the auction, and they led the
Yeah.
9 of spades.
Yeah, 17 with 5, 4, 2, 2 is clearly too much for 1 no trump.
Oh yes.
So we treated it as 18.
And not only
And
5,
my
4,
hand's-
2, 2, but I have 3 10s.
Yeah. So, I mean, and my hand's so bad, obviously, I'm not going. And
Right.
yeah, I mean, you have 3 clubs once you set that up, and 2 spades is 5, and the ace of hearts is 6, and a diamond is 7. And then finding another trick is tough, and then you found like 3 more.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the defense did a couple of wrong things here, but I don't remember the details.
Yeah, I mean, the king queen of hearts on side is good because if they have to go up with the king of hearts and the ace captures it, you have 10 to knock out the queen, and the jack 9 is good. And even though my dummy's really weak, you have some entries in the club suit once the ace comes out.
Yeah, your clubs were working a lot harder than you thought they would be.
Yeah, yeah. So, a combination of good play and not perfect defense, I think, got us a win there. So that's good.
Yep.
All right, we can move on to number 3.
Yeah.
Where, again, you played this one, and we lost it in 3 spades. Making, right? And it looks to me like if they lead a club, with the spade finesse losing, they have 4 tricks. Now, if they don't lead a club, then you can lose the spade finesse and shed your losers on the hearts.
Except you can't really take the spade finesse, because how do you get to the dummy to do it?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I guess you can cross to the queen of hearts, and you'll still have a spade as an entry after drawing trump.
Yeah.
That might
But
work.
South is the dealer. They opened a club. Right? I'm sure they opened a club. And I mean, a club opening bid doesn't necessarily mean anything. So it's not unreasonable, I guess, for North not to lead a club.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Even if they lead a diamond, South can shift to a club. Trick.
Yes, that's true. A diamond, you take a diamond or 2, and a club shift is automatic. So, yeah, I'm really not sure why we lost this board. We certainly didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
So,
unfortunately, our teammates did not hold on to their scorecards for this long.
Yeah.
So we do not know why we lost.
Yeah, we probably should have done this right afterwards, but c'est la vie. All right. We're in 5 clubs here. I played this one. No, you played it. That's right. You played it. But this one,
I did.
This one is just totally random how you start the clubs.
Yes.
Right? You're missing queen third. The only problem is if it's 3-0. You have no clue from the auction. You just pick one and you picked it wrong. And they picked it right. Right? It's just like total nothing, undeserved loss. It should be a push. So
it was another thing about this hand. I agree with everything you said. Another point is that I don't remember the auction if South ever got to bid, but North led the ace of spades against 5 clubs, and so if they'd led anything else, then I would have ditched my spades on the ace king of hearts immediately.
Sure. I'm pretty sure our auction kind of pinpointed that, right? Like, there's a reason we weren't in 3-0 trump. Usually, when your opponents are playing 5 of a minor, you want to make an aggressive lead in whatever suit they were worried about for no trump.
Right. Yep.
I mean, I'm sure here it went like a diamond, a heart, 2 clubs, and then we didn't bid no trump. I don't think the ace of spades was like the hardest lead to find. So yeah, I don't think you had any inferences from that. It was just, what else were they going to lead?
Yeah, and I like the theme you just said. When the opponents bid to five of a minor, you want to lead aggressively in the suit that they were concerned about for no trump.
Yeah, just ask yourself why, right? We hate five of a minor. So why'd they do it? And it's almost always there's a suit they're worried about for no trump. All right, this one we got to six no trump, which is a good contract. If the diamonds come home, we have 11 top tricks with a club for sure for 12. Um, and here, obviously, the diamonds are foul.
Mm-hmm.
Forget how I took the 12th trick.
I believe you squeezed south in the black suits.
Oh, no, I got a friendly lead. I got the Queen of Hearts lead.
Oh,
Queen of Hearts lead.
that's even easier.
Right. I mean,
No, wait
not
a
an
minute.
unreasonable lead
No, no,
from
no,
Queen
no,
Jack
no.
9.
No, you were playing it as east. They did not lead the Queen of Hearts. South was on lead.
Oh, you're right.
I'm pretty sure you squeezed someone. I remember seeing that, or like being excited by how you ended up taking the 12th trick, and I'm pretty sure it was a squeeze.
Okay. It's funny. I have written down six no trump East, Queen of Hearts lead, which is obviously it can't be both of those, right? One of those is wrong. So
Yeah.
either you played it and they got the heart lead, or I mean, a club lead makes it really easy for me because I get 3 club tricks. And on a spade, I think you're right. There's a black suit squeeze. So I don't know. We did well. We won the board. We'll
Yeah.
take it. But I mean, it's a good contract.
Yes, definitely.
I'm surprised that this wasn't a push, honestly. So I don't know. Maybe I just played it better, or I mean, anyway, we did well. I'm happy with that result. Number 6, I circled this one. Oh, the lead. This was they were in 4 no trump.
4 no by south.
By south, and you led a club, which is a very reasonable lead, but it ended up giving them a club trick because they can get it themselves if they play clubs low to the 9. But the normal play, the percentage play, is low to the queen and then low to the jack.
Right.
Right. So they have 5 hearts and 3 diamonds is 8. The spade finesse works, so that's 10, and then the club trick gets them up to 11. I think that was it. So, a thoughtful, reasonable lead that just on this layout, double dummy it doesn't cost, but in practice it probably does. Yeah.
And actually, I led the club, and I believe it went low 10 whatever. And they played one of their 3 cards from the declarer's hand. Once you played the 10, those 3 were equal. So I knew that if I continued clubs, I would set up the dummies club. Right, my partner wouldn't play the 10 if he had 4 of them. So I shifted to
upside down carding. So the 10 here is discouraging.
Right. So I shifted to a spade at trick 2, which was unfortunate because it declarer no longer needed to use one of their dummy entries to take a spade finesse.
Yeah. I mean, I think a spade on the opening lead is the winner, because declare gets the ace queen, but our spots are good enough that their 8 is not going to set up, even with the 10, the 9, and the dummy. But I think that's why
they don't have
dummies,
enough time to set up the clubs.
Double dummy says we can hold it to 4, even if they get the clubs right. Yeah. So opening leads are hard, man. Opening leads are hard. Because I don't think we were in that auction. So it's just kind of a blind lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 7 we won with 660. Um,
3-0 by East.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the spade is onside for 11. Like this doesn't seem that maybe they got to 6 clubs, which has no
Could
play.
be.
Um, I mean that's a lot with 23 points.
Or there was a
They
heart lead against 3-0, and
right,
now you don't have enough time to take the spade finesse,
right. I mean I
and you
I
only take
got a
10
heart
tricks.
lead.
Oh, you got a heart lead,
Uh,
and you took
I
11?
did. Yeah. But
Oh, you
the
ducked
thing
one heart.
you duck one or two and you just take all your tricks and you lead a spade up at the end and you know what's North going to do?
Well, you can only duck one, because if you duck two, then you only take 10 tricks.
Sure, sure, sure. You're right. You're right.
So
Yeah.
you duck one, and then I suspect actually they shifted to a spade at trick two after you ducked the first heart. I suspect that's what happened, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Either way. Um, yeah, it's one of those like it just kind of plays itself
Yeah, yeah.
once you
Right, once
just
you.
and that's
Yep.
just simple good technique that it's not like you're taking 13 tricks or even 11 tricks on or 12 tricks on this hand, right? So ducking the first heart has nothing to lose. You're very happy with South on lead if they switch to spades.
Right.
Something I tell my students all the time, like if you don't need to win it and there's nothing to be lost and you're happy with the person on lead staying on lead,
Then
it's a
duck.
good time
Yeah.
to duck. Yeah. All right. This one we won. They played in 3 hearts,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it went pass, and I must have opened 2 spades or 1 spade or something. Probably 1 spade. And then
Mm.
did South make a trap pass? Is that what happened here?
No, hold on. I feel like North opened a two suited two hearts.
Oh, okay.
I believe yes. Actually, I'm sure that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
And
That
then I
makes sense.
think, oh yeah, I remember. There was some doubling occurred on this hand. It went two hearts, and I think you overcalled two spades.
Uh,
And then
they
and
cracked
then
that.
South doubled, and I don't know if I ran right
You probably
away.
redoubled.
One of us ran. I'm not sure which one of us. Probably
Yeah,
it was me. And then when I think when it came back to South, the auction had reached 3 diamonds, and
right.
they just bid 3 hearts. I think that's what happened.
That makes sense. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, my hand is minimum for a 2-level overcall, but we're not vulnerable and
And you're short in their suit.
short in their suit. I have to do it. And South has like the most obvious penalty double ever.
Right.
And neither of us has any reason to stay in 2 spades doubled. Um, one of my
South
rules.
actually took a long time to double on this hand. I remember now. I
Hmm,
remember because then I was surprised to see that spade suit come down in the dummy.
yeah.
And I know why. They were expecting us to run, and they were trying to plan the auction at that point. Like, what would they do once
Yeah.
we run? So,
Yeah.
and that's I appreciate players who do that. I try to do that as well. Before you take your first call, think about how the auction might go, and if you'll have something to think about later, it's better to do your thinking now, which gives partner less UI.
Yeah. And I mean, it could have been right to just defend this at 50 a trick. They would have gone plus and they went minus in 3 hearts.
Yeah. That's also a good point. Yeah,
Right? I mean, like you
it's a very good point.
know that there's no way you're actually going to get to defend 2 spades double. Right? They're going to run. Now, they might end up in trouble. So it's probably right to double, right? We were lucky that we were able to find our way to a 9-card diamond fifth that they couldn't double.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you kind of know that's the case with this hand at South, right? Partner has a 2 suitor, so presumably they have at most 3 in one of the minors. So the opponents are going to have at least 8, if not 9. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and
I mean,
I think
that
you're
would
right.
be
That's why South was considering not doubling.
a big bid to not double when you
Mm-hmm.
have the penalty double available and just take your plus 150. or whatever it would be. It says north south can make one spade, so I would have struggled.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Great. Okay, moving on to number 9. Let's see. We pushed this one. Um, I circled this, and I have a note about third and fifth something. So they played 2 spades, and you led the deuce of hearts. So, I mean, I guess I knew the heart distribution right off the bat. Um, I mean, I assume I opened a no trump and they bid 2 spades, like spades and a minor, and that ended the auction.
Contract was 2 spades? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. So,
I led the
yeah,
deuce
I
of
mean,
hearts.
right? So, I mean, it is like the benefit of third and low leads is that when you lead the deuce, I know you have 5. I know declare has a singleton. That can make my defense a lot easier. Right? I know a second heart isn't cashing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I probably switched to a trump or something at trick 2. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either.
But it seems like a normal enough spot, and yeah, we pushed it. I don't think it was
No,
that
we
interesting.
lost it. I have it that we lost it, but we'll never know why.
Even our score sheets aren't.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're right. We pushed it.
Yeah.
On this score sheet, I wrote 0 to mean a push for some reason, and I wrote -1 for a loss. So, never mind.
Oh, well, that'll just confuse things. All right, number 10 we pushed in 4 spades making, but it seems to me like he should always make 5.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 entries to lead up to the diamonds, so like diamond to the 10, he can throw his losing club on the ace of hearts.
And we pushed it at 10 tricks.
Yeah.
Wonder how that happened.
Like, we don't have a rough anymore. I let a spade. So it seems like you just draw trumps, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, shedding a club, diamond to the 10. And
well, you could. Let's see. So that requires the diamond jack and a diamond honor, and
right,
and
ace
a high
jack
diamond honor
or king jack on
to be on side.
Yeah,
Now,
or ace king jack.
Alternatively, you could try to do something with the heart suit. You could try to rough it out, which I don't know if you have enough entries, but you could try to take a roughing finesse or 2.
Right. You could also play east for queen jack of clubs and take a double finesse there. None of those to me seems better than the diamond option.
I haven't thought it through, but I mean, they must have tried something with hearts or clubs. I don't see how else they wouldn't have done it.
I mean, you only have 2 entries to the dummy. Oh, that's not true. You have a 3rd entry in trumps.
Yes, you do have the 8 of spades entry.
So you could win the first trick, ace and ruff a heart.
I bet that's what happened. Is they
ace
went after
of clubs,
hearts.
Right? But the thing is, if you win it and play ace of hearts, heart ruff, you see West show out, and now you can give up on hearts. It costs you basically nothing. You're roughing. You have ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9 of trumps left, right? It costs you nothing to play ace and another one, and yeah.
They must have not done that, but that's what they should have done.
Yeah, a surprising push there, I would say. Yeah. All right. 11. We won this one. 2 spades in the West, which looks pretty normal to me, unless maybe our teammates got a club rough.
Possibly.
It seems like you should lose a couple clubs and a heart and a spade. I mean, you could get the spades wrong. That's a thing.
There's a bit of an entry problem. I want to have entries to the west hand to lead spades up, to lead hearts up, and to lead clubs up.
Yeah.
and I don't have that. I only have one entry without blocking the diamonds,
Yeah.
which
You don't
uh,
really need the third diamond trick.
yeah, I think I ended up blocking the diamonds so that I could use both of them as entries.
Yeah, because it doesn't accomplish. I mean, yeah, you can rough it. You can set up a heart. You can set up a club. Um,
But yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's a bit tricky to play this one, and whatever I
Yeah.
did ended up working. Maybe
Yeah.
at the other table they did something different,
Yeah. Or maybe our teammates
or
found the
maybe they
club
got the club
rough.
rough. Yeah.
All right, number 12 was a push in 6 hearts, um, which looks like a spade lead beats from your side because the heart hook is off.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so why didn't we play this from my side after you opened a heart in first seat? Yeah. Um, yeah, I assume this was like a heart, 2 diamonds,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I probably
did
bid
you
two trump in our
either
system.
2 no or 3 diamonds?
No, I think I bid three diamonds. I bid three
Yeah,
diamonds.
both reasonable. And then I support the hearts, and I think you raised the diamonds, and so now I know we have a double fit, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we did well to get the slam. It's a good slam with 29 high card points and a couple queens that don't even really factor in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Reisinger. You bid this good light slam and just push the board.
Mm-hmm. That's already happened twice in this set.
That's right. All right, we lost this one, and it might have been a little bit of a system fix, or it was, and then just really unlucky. So they opened a diamond, and I overcalled 2 clubs, and you made a fit jump of 3 spades. Sorry, 2 diamonds.
Hold on.
A
They
heart,
opened a
2
heart. Okay,
diamonds. They
there we
opened
go.
a
Yeah.
heart. I bid 2 diamonds, and you made a fit showing jump of 3
No,
spades.
South bid, I think. 2 hearts, and now I
Maybe
bid 3
South bid 2
spades.
hearts,
Yeah,
and then
South
you
bid
bid
2 hearts, and I bid 3
yeah.
spades.
2 hearts seems pretty wimpy.
I know.
I mean, yes,
But
you're
for
red.
them, maybe 3 hearts is preemptive, and they decided it was too strong.
I mean, yeah, whatever. But you made a very good bid of 3 spades. That's our normal bid here, right? Invitational kind of strength and both suits. And I had to bid 4 diamonds. And we're off 3 aces. And the ace of clubs should be on side, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a difficult defense. Like, they let a heart and shifted to the jack of clubs. And then when I knocked the ace of spades out, they get 2 club tricks. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
we're a little high, but if I had another spade, 4 spades could easily be great. I mean, and I also am very minimum for my 2 diamond overcall vulnerable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's normal with the 6 card suit, but I certainly
like
could
it.
have the ace of spades. So I don't think we did anything wrong there, but we did get too high, as it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But those fit showing jumps are fantastic. Like, being able to show both things at the same time can just really help partner evaluate. All right, let's see. We won this one, and they played a part score in spades, so they neither found their heart fit nor bid game.
Mm-hmm.
Not bidding game is not unreasonable with 23 high card points.
Mm-hmm.
But I assume it went a spade and you doubled.
That sounds right.
And I guess that talked them out of hearts.
They ended up in 3 spades.
3 spades. Yeah.
I want to say North showed diamonds.
Probably. They probably bid
and
like two clubs
and
showing diamonds, and I bid
and
three
you bid
clubs,
clubs.
maybe.
Yeah, you bid
Yeah.
clubs, and South bid 3 spades. I bet that's what happened.
Yeah. That sounds
That was
right.
it.
But it seems, well, they took a bunch of tricks.
Well, I led the ace of clubs, which might not have helped us.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it says they can only make four, but it seems to me like they can always pitch one heart on the king of clubs and one on the third diamond, because that both of those finesses work, and the 10 of spades drops, so they only have one spade loser. So I mean, I'm sure double dummy's right. I just don't see where our other trick comes from.
Uh, Spade and a club. You think all
Oh
all
no, no,
all they should lose a
sorry.
spade and a club?
You can lead the queen of hearts, and when I get in, I play another heart before they've set up the club. I think that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's yeah.
right. You just don't cover the diamond, and he only gets three diamond tricks and only gets one pitch. That's what it is. So it takes the queen of hearts lead.
Makes sense.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, very good. 15 was a loss, and this was 3-no trump, and you led the diamond, and you were kind of kicking yourself
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
Um, I mean it. I
So
mean, I
it went
think
a no trump by South. I bid 3 diamonds, which is I can't show diamonds at the 2 level in our system, so I have to bid 3 diamonds or
right.
pass. Those are my options. And North bid 3 no, all pass. And I've got this 14-point hand, and my
Yeah.
righty's open to strong no trump. So, and I've got a small singleton club. So there aren't that many points left in the deck. Like if righty has a minimum 15, I've got 14, that's 29. There are 11 points left in the deck. So it could be that my lefty has all of them, but more likely they have a club suit. They're bidding 3 no on a club suit.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had that inference. I thought about it and I thought, okay, they probably have a source of tricks and clubs. And in this kind of situation, you it's just a theme I've noticed where it's wrong to lead your best suit where your suit is a tennis.
Mm-hmm.
And this was no exception. The
Yeah. I
leading the
mean, it's
diamond gave up the whatever the 11th
right.
trick.
Right. I mean, bridge is so hard because it could easily be like you have two entries, and you
Mm-hmm.
know I'm not getting in, or you expect I'm not getting in. So setting up 5 diamond tricks and hoping that they can't take 9 before you get in seems very reasonable to me. Like I think on balance the diamond's the right lead in this thing. Like even if they're taking 6 club tricks, where are the rest of their tricks coming without losing to the ace of spades or the king of hearts? Um,
Yeah, no, that's a good point. 6
uh,
clubs, the ace, the king of diamonds, and the ace of hearts is only 8 tricks. Uh, which maybe that's why I led the diamond eventually. Anyway,
yeah, yeah. But it
but
turned
of
out
course
on
they had
this hand it was
7
their
club
ninth trick.
tricks.
Because North is very light. I like their bid, but they could have had the queen of spades. They could have had the queen of hearts. Um,
Very
so
risky bid without anything in diamonds.
yeah, but the thing is, a lot of the time it'll talk you out of a diamond lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you thought about not lead. If I had the king of diamonds and you didn't lead a diamond, I might just rack up
Roll. Yeah.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it was the right lead. Um, Obviously not on this hand.
Yeah.
I don't know how they took 9 tricks.
They took 11,
The
right?
10 they took. What board is this? I have them taking 10.
I have them taking
7,
11.
8.
But either way, I discarded down to the singleton ace of spades, and they dropped my ace of spades. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah. That. Yeah. I mean, we have huge discarding problems as we, right? You have to, it turns out you don't have to guard, you can, the heart, you can pitch down to a king, singleton king of hearts.
Right. That would have been the
Um,
winner.
Right. But that means I have to signal and hold on to my just queen doubleton of hearts. Um,
That's scary.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, maybe if like your first discard is the 5 of hearts, and then I can pitch the 3 of hearts as well, you can figure out you can pitch one. But I mean, that's tough on both of us.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think what happened is you discarded an encouraging spade, and
right.
I basically played you to have the king. Or did I? Oh yeah, maybe I pitched the ace of spades. I suspect that's what happened. Is I played you for the king of spades and pitched my ace of spades.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Number 16. We lost this. Oh, this is the one we played, and Helgamo found the right lead. So we played in 5 clubs, and it takes a
Yeah.
spade lead to get the rough to set it. And
yes.
our teammate was like, "Man, I really wanted to lead a spade. I knew I should have." And
Yep.
Helgamo always gets it right. So
Yep.
we're in a normal spot. We're in the right spot, and they just got it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that hard. I like, you had bid spades, right? It went like pass, and I opened a club, and you bid a spade, and I reversed.
No, sir. No, it did not. It went pass 4 hearts double.
Really?
Yes. He opened 4 hearts. Chris Lincoln opened 4 hearts with the north hand. He was white against red, but
Yeah. Wow.
it went
Okay.
double pass 4 spades, pass 5 clubs. That's what happened.
Okay. So you did bid spades.
I did bid spades, yes.
Okay. So now he knows his
yeah.
partner has a lot of shape, and there's 4 spades over here. So the chances of a singleton spade or void in spades are pretty good. And he's looking at stiff ace of clubs.
So he knows he's going to get in to give his partner a rough.
It's a very well thought out lead.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got 10 third of hearts, so for all you know, and partner opened 4. So for all you know, even if you can set up a heart, it's probably not going to cash.
Yeah, you're not expecting to cash any hearts. Yeah. All right, 17. Oh, this was another one. It was just guessing the queen. We lost this one. I wrote barf on my scorecard because I played this, and obviously I got the queen of spades wrong. And I don't remember why I got it wrong or why they got it right. I don't know that
North made a takeout double. I feel like you opened a spade, I bet a note for or maybe I don't know. Never mind. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the normal way to play it is the way I did, I think, like king and a 9.
Sure.
That gives you the chance to drop the stiff queen offside that the other one doesn't. So, yeah, maybe our teammate doubled with the north hand, and that gave them the information, or maybe I just got it wrong.
I suspect our teammate shifted to a trump when they were in with the ace of clubs. Looking at that dummy, they wanted to try to cut down on club roughs, and they chose the wrong time to do so.
Yeah, not at all.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. So, oh well, barf. So 18. Oh, this was a tough one.
Yeah. And this hand.
We were in 4 spades doubled, and they lead the ace of hearts and a heart. And I have to decide, are the spades 5-0 or 4-1? Because if they're 5-0, I need to pitch on this trick. I'm pitching a winner, but I'm maintaining my trump length so they can't tap me. But if they're 4-1, I think I can win it and draw trumps and like make the contract. But even 4-1, like if I play 2 rounds of trumps and they duck both, and they win the ace and they play again, they still tap me.
Yeah.
So I think I should get it right. I got greedy on this one, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm making this," and um, should just play for down one.
Yeah, this is the kind of hand that end of 2025 Adam is gonna get right.
Yeah,
I feel like your training program is mainly about getting this kind of hand right, where you like analyze the hand rather than just following your instincts every time.
absolutely. And this is like a bridge master sort of hand, um,
Yeah.
where it's a common theme of giving up a trick to prevent a tap, and so that you can rough in the shorthand.
Right.
That does
Yeah.
happen a lot, and it's just identifying that, okay, this is that hand. Um,
Yeah, and
so
and I mean the other problem on this hand was that the clubs were 4-0. So you couldn't tap south back and club. Well, you could, but uh,
yeah,
it wasn't good enough.
yeah.
You didn't have enough
So
tricks even if you could.
yeah, so that was no fun. So yeah, I could have. I don't know if minus 100 would have won the board, but minus 500 certainly lost it. What do they make
Yeah.
in heart? It says they make 5 hearts, so minus 500 like shouldn't be terrible.
I think the other table was also in four spades doubled, and
Probably
they
in 4 spades doubled for 300 or 100.
yeah.
Yep. All right, 19 somehow minus 790 was a win on this board. So I think we
Yeah.
striped tail aped them. Um, because being in 4 making 6 doubled is not as much as bidding the slam. Uh,
That's so funny. Is that what happened? Did their teammates bid a slam?
I mean, the
They bid a
slam
slam that
needs,
required two finesses? Oh no,
well,
just
2
one. Just
finesses
one
for
finesse.
7.
Yeah, just one finesse. Sorry.
Yeah. It's one of 2 finesses. Like, it's a good slam,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
No kidding.
And then on this hand, also, like, not a diamond lead.
How did we double four spades? It's probably
Yeah,
me
I
doing
I
something
led the ace of
stupid.
clubs. I remember that. Well, I have it written down. Um, but yeah, I mean,
Huh.
you
How did we double?
have some tricks, maybe. I honestly don't remember
Oh,
the
I think
auction.
you bid two clubs. Okay, I remember now. I think it went a heart pass spade, and you bid two clubs. And that
Only 2
convinced me that
clubs
you
because of the
had some
vulnerability.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I think so. Oh yeah, heart pass a spade, two clubs, and south bid four spades, which is a weird choice with this hand. I don't
Not to bid
understand
4
doing that.
clubs.
Yeah, instead of splintering.
It
Uh,
costs them the board.
yeah, and then I doubled thinking that I gave this a lot of thought.
Yeah.
And ended up doubling. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is how many clubs you have, right? Like,
I thought about that, and I mean, South didn't splinter, so it certainly sounded like at least one club was gonna cash. My
yeah,
partner only bid two, so I didn't expect seven card suit opposite.
right. And your partner made a red against white overcall that he's usually pretty solid.
Yeah.
So yeah, we combined efforts there, and it still worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Our
one
teammates
where
came to the rescue on this one.
this would be a pretty bad match point result, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But all it takes is good teammates to bid a 75% slam.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for bailing us out, teammates. All right, we won this board. 4 diamonds in the north, down 3.
No. Making
No,
5.
sorry, making 5, 150. I had the 150 on the wrong side. Yeah, they didn't bid the game. I must have opened this hand 2 spades. Because like,
Yep, you did.
if it goes pass, 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 a no trump, they're getting to either 3 no trump or 5 diamonds easily.
Mhm.
But pass, pass, I think I think two spades is definitely right with this hand.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
yes,
100%.
you're vulnerable, and yes, you only have 5 of them, but your suit is so solid, they're not going to double you. If you get doubled on this, you're really unlucky, and it's board a match. It's just a board. Um, so north or south here has to double two spades, and north bids 3 diamonds, showing some values. Like,
So
where is south
so
going?
what actually happened is I bid
Oh,
3 spades.
oh.
Or did I show one of my suits?
I mean, we do play transfers over this,
Yes.
right? So you might have bid like 2-0.
Did I show one of my suits? No, I think I bid 3 diamonds, showing hearts, because I wanted
Okay.
a heart lead
Mm-hmm.
against a diamond contract, because a heart was more like, since I had shorter hearts, a heart was more likely to set up a trick that we could take. So I
Right.
believe I bid 3 diamonds, showing hearts, which doesn't show a spade raise, but or maybe it does show a spade raise.
As a passed hand, it usually does.
Okay.
Right. As an unpassed hand, you could just be dropping me. And I mean, you could have like 10/7 of hearts and no spades and
And running, yeah.
running. Yeah. That's the beauty of the transfer. So I guess they bid 4 diamonds,
And they bid 4 only diamonds with the north hand, which
yeah.
I
And South
don't
is
think
looking
was a
at two
smart
little
choice.
spades and
Yeah.
queen third of hearts in the slot. Like, I don't fault them for passing at
Oh
all.
yeah, South did a totally normal thing. North way underbid, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, we made it hard on them.
That's
I'll
true.
give us the win on that one. Some wins, we just sat there, but this one we were active in the bidding, and it worked out.
Yeah.
All right, 21 we pushed. I have a note in my thing that says 10 of diamonds. I played this, so I think I did something stupid with the 10 of diamonds. I don't remember if I let it and I shouldn't have, or if I didn't unblock it, or something. But
Beats me.
they let a heart, and so they set up 2 hearts, and I have a club loser unless I can shed it on the diamond.
This was making 3.
21. I made 3.
I mean,
It seems normal.
did they not? Maybe they didn't lead at clubs at trick 3. And now you had a chance to make 4.
Right.
And then if you start diamonds low to the jack, then you
Right.
can only take 3
You
diamond
can't
tricks.
pick it up anymore.
But if you start diamonds 10 to the ace, then you can take another one. But you gotta, yeah,
You have to
10 to the ace, and then you'll play low. But you're not going to finesse the 8 on the second round of diamonds. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference.
I mean, you might. Like, what's there to lose? If you don't, you're playing for like stiff 9 in the north hand, right?
Ace 9 doubleton.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more likely than singleton ace by that much, but it is more likely.
Teeny tiny. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, it was a push. It seems like a normalish result. 22. We didn't play this board. We played a substitute board.
That's correct.
So we can't talk about that. 23, 7 diamonds was a push.
Yeah, it's the Reisinger for you.
Yeah.
The other
It's a great
table
contract.
the other table will get to grand.
Yeah. Do you remember our auction?
Let's see if I can reconstruct it. I probably opened a diamond, and you bid spade, and I bid 2 clubs, and you bid 4 suit forcing, and I bid 3 clubs.
3 clubs, and I bid 3 diamonds.
Maybe you bid 4 diamonds. Or maybe I bid 3 no. Maybe it went 3 diamonds by you. I bid 3 no trump, and you bid 4 diamonds.
Yeah, somehow we got in a key card thing, and
yeah. At some point, you bid 4 diamonds, and I said I was interested, and I showed my key cards, and then I think you asked, and I showed. No. No, I ended up bidding. I ended up taking control of this auction. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I think over your 3 diamonds,
I mean, it seems like you just have a key card ass.
I might have just gone for it, yeah.
Or
And
maybe
when
like you bid, yeah. And then
and
you, oh, I kind of remember this. Like you weren't sure about the third round of clubs.
yeah, I ended up asking for kings, and you showed me the king of clubs, and now I bid a grand. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Right. But I could have had king third.
Right. And I would have
And
been on a
so
finesse.
you knew, like, at worst, it was going to be on this club finesse. But if I have 5 spades, there's a possibility you could rough that out. Like, you had a bunch of other options.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense. I remember that now. All right. 24 was a push. 1 no trump in the north with the 10 of spades lead, which looks like it was a good lead. For once, I hit your suit.
I think it was 2 no trump in the north. But either way,
we were plus 50 is what I
this
have
was
written
this was
down.
interesting. I went 10 of spades, low, queen, 8. And I had to guess whether you had led from 10 doubleton or 10-9 third, and I guessed it
Right.
wrong. So I returned the king of spades at trick 2, expecting to drop the jack, and I did because North played the jack. But they had the 9 in reserve.
Right.
And each of us thought the other one had the 9 after
Yeah.
trick 2. But Declare had it. But we ended up winning the board anyway, so that's nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you kind of have to double dummy the diamonds, right? They're never going to play a diamond to the 8 on the first or second round. So we're going to get a diamond, and I guess that gives us time to. I mean, ideally, we get you in to shift to clubs, but we've already used all your entries.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
remember what happened. Maybe I figured out to shift to hearts. Yeah. Next time we'll do this right after the event. Actually remember what happened. Okay. Push in 3 diamonds. This looks pretty normal, right? You got a loser in every suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much to it.
Yep. And then we lost this one in 2 spades. You played this one.
Yeah, I went down 2.
Yeah, I have a feeling like I probably opened a diamond and they bid a no trump and you bid 2 spades. That seems
Yep, that sounds
like
right.
a reasonable auction, and they led the 3 of diamonds.
I believe it went diamond to the queen, ace of diamonds, diamond.
So they get the rough, but that sets up dummies diamonds. Right? It feels like that's good for you if they go diamond, diamond, diamond rough.
So they roughed a diamond, and then they crossed the ace of hearts and put another diamond through.
Oh, right. And now you have to.
And promoted a trump. Promoted trump. So it went. So they got 4 diamonds, is one way of counting it, and 2 aces and the jack of spades.
Right.
Down 2.
Okay. That makes sense.
And it didn't matter what I did. Like, even if I roughed the third round of diamonds with the king and let a trump, they could win the 9.
Oh, they've already roughed with the 9.
No. I'm saying even if I had roughed with the king on the third round.
On the third round. Yeah.
Which they can't overrough now, and I lead a trump, and they win the 9, then they're going to get the queen. And then they cross to the ace of hearts and rough with the queen, and they still
Same
get
thing. Yeah. They still get the ace jack. So, yeah, I mean, great lead. What can you do?
Yeah, great lead. I don't think I would have led the diamond with that hand, but it's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, c'est la vie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna call it here. That's the first session. We'll be back with the second session. Thanks for joining us.